are caused due to a problem in globin molecule synthesis. Select the correct statement. Both are due to the quantitative defect in the globin chain synthesis. Thalassemia is due to less synthesis of hemoglobin, less synthesis of globin molecule. Sickle cell anemia is due to the quantitative problem of both globin molecules. Both are due to a quantitative defect in globin chain synthesis. Tell me what is the answer for this one?
Option B.
B.
B. Thalassemia is due to less synthesis of globin.
Okay. What about you, John? Correct statement. You have to tell the correct statement. No? John? Jason. Sorry. Jason. Yes, you are right. Answer is B. Thalassemia is due to less synthesis of globin molecule. So what is thalassemia? Memona? What is thalassemia? Tell me.
It's basically a disorder which is inherited by the parents,
Right.
and it's caused like when the body doesn't make enough protein. That's where thalassemia occurs.
Right. So it's a just like anemia, right? Thalassemia is just like anemia. Means when the globin molecule will not be formed sufficient enough, then what will happen? Hemoglobin, because globin is a part of hemoglobin, right? Then hemoglobin content will reduce, right? And now the deficiency of blood will take place, and that is called thalassemia, right? Jason, keep on answering along with the Mamuna, right? So correct. The correct answer will be B. Okay. NEET 2017. This question have been asked in NEET 17 2017. Next one. That you have to do in the paper, right? I think, but if you are intelligent enough, you can tell with the help of your by like brainstorming as well. So next is the genotype of a husband and wife is IAIB, and husband and that is IA and IB means blood group is AB, and of husband is IAI means the blood group is A, heterozygous A. Among the blood type of their children, how many different type of the genotype are possible? Tell me. How many different type of genotype and phenotype are possible? Tell me. That you have to do by the pen and paper. This kind of a question can be solved by with the help of pen and paper. Tell me, Ellen, what should be the answer?
Sir, I'm getting 4 genotypes and 3 phenotypes.
4 genotype and 3 phenotype. Okay, let's do it. Make the cross. Your answer is correct. Ellen, are you listening me? Because I'm not getting. So that was IA, IB. So this was father, yes, and IA and I means we can say IO. That is father. That is mother, right? So if we will cross, so first cross will be IA and IA. So the blood group will be A, correct. Then this will be the cross IA, IO. The blood group will be heterozygous A, right? Then IA, IB. So the blood group will be B, right? IB, IO, right? IB, IO. The blood group will be what? B, right? So how many type of the phenotype? Right, 2A and 2B. Oh, something is wrong. AB, it will be AB. Sorry. Right. So there are total phenotype. Phenotype means how many type of the blood group. So phenotype will be, so there are three types. So there are three. And genotype, they all are different. So genotype will be four. Right. So 3 and 4 is the correct answer and B is the correct answer. John, sorry, Jason. Alan, is it clear? Tell me, are you listening me or not? Are you there, Alan? Next. Third one. Yes, Mamuna. A disease caused by autosomal primary non-disjunction. What is the answer?
Down syndrome.
So what is non-disjunction? What is non-disjunction? Third
Uh,
answer.
it's basically like the pair of homologous chromosomes get failed something. Like they don't
Not
segregate easily, something like that.
they told.
They don't segregate at
Right,
anaphase.
right, right. Very good, very good. And NFAs, they do not get separated. They do not get segregated. They go along with each other. That is the Down syndrome. Very good. Right. Autosomal Down syndrome. So how many chromosomes are there in autosomal Down syndrome disease? How many total number of the chromosomes?
46.
How many total? 40?
46.
40 by 6. What is it? 46.
I guess 21. I'm not sure.
Trisomy 21. So increase or decrease? Number of the chromosome will increase or decrease?
I guess it will decrease.
Trisomy it will be increase. In monosomy
Oh,
it will decrease. Right. So in look, in 21st chromosome, every out of these 23 pair, there will be 23 pair. But in 21st chromosome, there will be more extra chromosome. Right. So total number of the chromosome will be 47. Right.
yes.
So out of this 47, it will be uh, 45 plus XY. Clear?
Yes.
That is round syndrome. Okay. Next question is among the following characters, which one not considered by the Mendel on his experiment on the pea? Trichomes, glandular or non-glandular, seed green and yellow, pod and flattened constricted, stem tall and dwarf. Which one is not considered?
The
Not
first one.
conducted by first one. Very good. That is the correct first one. It's an easy question. Again, 2017 question. Which one of these give below the period for the Mendel hybridization experiment? Oh, which one of these? I am going to give you a clue. Mendel died in 1900 itself, and the Mendelian discovery were rediscovered by Ivan Tesmark, Karl Correns, and Hugo de Vries in 1904. When did Mendel perform this experiment? What is the answer? Fifth. So the answer will be D. That is a factual question. The answer is D, right? So D is the answer. Sometimes these kind of the question comes. So you can get the exposure that these kind of the question can even be asked in particular examination. So you must have some rough idea, right? But these kind of the questions are rare. Okay. The mechanism that causes the gene to move from one linkage group to another linkage group is called.
Translocation.
The mechanism that causes gene to move from one linkage group to another linkage group. Alan, are you participating in this or not? Right, translocation is the answer. Very good. So you have studied well, Maimuna. Very good. I am impressed with that. So as you know, translocation it must be clear to you.
Yes.
Translocation, duplication, inversion, crossing over, all point clear?
Yes.
Fine, fine. In the meantime, if you don't know any term, if you don't know any of the process, you can ask me, right? Next, if a color blind man marries with a woman who is homozygous for normal color vision, right? The probability of their son being colorblind is, tell me, Mamuna, this is a question paper. This is the question which you need to solve by pen, pen paper. Homozygous for normal color vision. What is the probability of their son to be colorblind? I'll give you a hint. X chromosome comes from mother. In sons, X chromosome comes from mother, and X chromosome is the carrier of colorblind gene.
There will be zero possibility.
Very good. There will be 0% possibility. And what about the if in place of uh, son it would be daughter? Then what are the probability?
One.
Suppose in place of son, there would be a term daughter. Then what will be the answer?
0.75.
No, no, 0%. All there will be, they all will be carrier. All the daughters
Oh,
will be carrier, right?
yes.
All the daughters will be carrier, and son will be normal, right? So still, if in place of son, if daughter is put over there, still the answer will be 0, right? Okay, very good, Memuna. Next question is: a cell at telophase stage is observed by student. A cell at telophase stage is observed by student in plant brought from the field. He tell his teacher that cell is not like the other cells at the telophase stage. There is no formation of cell plate, and thus the cell is containing more number of the chromosome as compared to other dividing cells. This would result into soma clonal variation, polytene, aneuploidy, or polyploidy. This is tough question. Read again carefully. Think over it and tell me.
I'm not sure, but I think the answer will be D because, like there's forming more number of chromosomes as compared to like other dividing cells. So I think it will be polyploid.
Excellent, excellent. Answer will be D. But how do we make polyploid, and why the cell plate formation do not take place? How we make the polyploid cell? We use a chemical mammoner. That is, you must have listened that name of that chemical, or that is phytohormone, rather chemical. That is the what to say? That is not natural phytohormone, artificial phytohormone. The name of that phytohormone is colchicine. Have you listened this name? Colchicine?
No,
No.
no.
I think in 11th class you have taken. I have taught you. Yes. Was
Yeah,
you there?
yeah, yeah. I was there.
So if you'll study phytohormones, plant growth and development in phytohormone, while teaching you, go through with your notes. It must be there. While teaching you this one, gibberellin, I
Yeah.
have given the name of colchicine, right? Colchicine. Colchicine increases the size of the fruit, right? What it do? It stop formation of spindle fiber, right? It stop division of the chromosomes. But the number of the chromosome, by this way, number of chromosome increases because cell divide, nucleus divide, number of chromosome increases, but it stop the formation like spindle fiber formation. So what happened? They are not pulled apart. So number of the chromosome increases, right? Cell plate formation will not take place because spindle fiber formation will not take place, and that is done artificially with the help of colchicine, right? And if you spray the colchicine, what will happen? Polyploidy will take place and the size of the fruit will increase, right?
Yes.
Okay, pick out the correct statement. Hemophilia is sex-linked recessive disease. Is it true or not?
Yes, it's true.
Very good. So first is correct. Down syndrome is due to aneuploidy.
Yeah, that's also right.
Very good. This second is also correct. Phenylketonuria is autosomal recessive gene disorder. Phenylketonuria is autosomal recessive gene disorder.
This is false.
Sickle cell anemia is X-linked recessive gene disorder.
Yeah, this is right.
This is correct. So what should be the answer? Sickle cell anemia is. Hey, come on. Sickle cell anemia is not sex-linked characteristic. Sickle cell anemia is autosomal disease. Isn't correct? Color
Sickle cell
blindness.
is. Wait, sir, I don't
Color.
think the fourth one is right because it's saying sickle cell anemia is an X-linked recessive gene disorder.
X-linked. So is it a sex-linked disorder? Sickle cell anemia
No, it's not.
or not? Huh? That is autosomal recessive disease, not that is autosomal recessive disease, right? Sickle cell. It is not sex linked. The gene of the sickle cell anemia do not lie in the X or Y chromosome. Gene of the sickle cell anemia lie in the autosomes. So fourth one is not correct, right? And PKU is autosomal recessive disease, right? Third is correct. Fourth is not correct, right? So what should be the answer?
Yes, so it's option B.
Right, B is the correct. Because sickle cell anemia is autosomal recessive disease, right? Okay, great.
Yes.
This was the good question. Come to the question number 10. A tall, true breeding garden plant is crossed with a dwarf, true breeding garden plant. When F1 plant was selfie and resulting genotype were in the ratio of, what is the genotypic ratio? Means it is asking about the F2 ratio, F2 genotype. Come on. Monohybrid cross, F2 ratio. Memuna, I'm
Yes, sir.
giving you hint.
So, yeah, I think it's C. It's tall tall heterozygous dwarf.
Tall homozygous, tall heterozygous. Very good, right? 1:2:1. That is a C. Very good, excellent. Very good. I am impressed. You have studied well. Match the following. Match the following and tell me. What is the question number 11? Match at your pen and paper.
Sir, what was that question?
Oh, sorry. This is the question.
Sir, it's option D.
Right. D is the correct type. Is dominance. Right. Heterozygous. And the third. Third. Codominance. Right. Very good. C4. Eutrophy. Very good. Polynin. D first. Very good. D will be the answer. Correct. Good, good. 12th one. In a test cross involving F1 hybrid flies, more parental type offspring were produced. Then a recombinant type offspring, then recombinant type of it. This indicate, what does it indicate? Simple. The question belongs to linkage.
It will indicate, I guess, or the two
Sorry?
genes are linked and present on the same chromosome, like option
Right,
A.
right, right. This question belongs to linkage. This is simple linkage. Right? It's a simple linkage with parental number. Very good. What about the 13th question? Which of the following most appropriately described in hemophilia? Chromosomal disorder, dominant gene disorder? It's a very simple question. Damn simple kind of question.
It's linked recessive
Sorry?
gene disorder. Option D.
D. Very good. Simple. 14. Gene showing codominance has allele that are recessive to each other.
Option B.
Right. That is codominance. 15. In his classic experiment on the pea plant, Mendel did not use.
Flower position.
That has been used. That is out
The
of it is
pod
anything
length.
that
Pod length.
right. Very good. Podlin. Very good. 16. A color-blind man marries with a woman with normal sight who have no history of color blindness in her family. What is the probability of grandson being colorblind? Grandson.
0.25.
Colorblind man. How does it come 0.25? Tell me.
Like here, the carrier will be your daughter, and the son will be normal. So, like the daughter can transfer it to her son. So I think 0.25 will be the probability.
Right. Very good. 0.25 will be others. Daughter will be carrier. And both of the daughter will be carrier.
Yes.
Very. A pleiotropic gene, easy. What is a pleiotropic gene? Come on, you have answered it at previous question. Multiple allelism is the opposite of pleiotrophy. When number of the genes represent one character, that is called multiple allelism. Right? In pleiotrophy, single gene, multiple characteristic.
Yeah, so I think
B.
B. Yeah.
Right. B will be 18. In following human pedigree, the filled symbol represent the affected individual. Identify the type of the given pedigree.
Autosomal recessive
Why?
because like both male and female have like equal
Very good. Very good.
frequencies.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Excellent. That's how we have to catch the option. Very good. So even from the first class, it is reflected that is affecting both are female and male and female, and that is not possible for the sex linked characteristic. That's why it is autosomal. The term linkage was coined by
Morgan.
Morgan T. H. Very good. The movement of gene from one linkage group to another linkage group is called. You have already told that.
Yeah, translocation.
Very good. Alleles are easy. What are the allele? IA, IB, IO are alleles.
Heterozygous.
Come on. Different form of single gene are alleles. A.
Okay.
Different form of single allele. IA, the gene is I, right? Immunoglobulin gene, right? Gene is I, and the forms of IA, IO, IB. So they are different molecular form of single I gene, right?
Yes.
So A will be the answer, right? Multiple alleles are present on at
Same locus of the chromosome.
22. This should be uh, that's it, right? 22. A is the answer. What about 23? A man with the blood group A marries with the blood group B. What are the possible of blood groups after their offspring?
A, B, AB, and O.
Right. All kind of the possibilities are there. Okay. 24th. How many pairs of contrasting characteristic in pea plant were studied by Mendel in his experiment?
Seven.
Right. Very good. 7 characteristic. 25th. Abnormal human baby with a triple X sex chromosome was born due to
Because of the abnormal ova in the mother.
abnormal OR. That can also be the answer. And just not give you that is also triple X. Yes. Give me 1 second. Uh, triple X. Not the injection. Nova. Right. The most correct answer is the D, but B can also be the answer. Most correct answer is the D, practically, because why B is not the answer? Tell me. It can be the answer, by the way. It can be the answer, but D is not the B is not the answer. Can you tell me, Maimuna? That is also possible. Two X chromosome, two sperm with the X chromosome. They can fuse with 1 over. That is also possible. Not.
Yes. It is
But why?
possible. Well, but I think it's like because of the defect, like meiosis takes place and it becomes like one and two, like in the gamete formation in the mother. So I
Not
think
disjunction.
yeah.
Right. Not disjunction. One more thing. Why B is not the answer? B cannot be an answer. Actually, when one sperm fuses, you must have studied in the reproduction part. When one sperm fuses, then depolarization of the membrane of ovum takes place. Right. And it do not allow another sperm to penetrate or fuse with it, right?
Yes.
So B will not be answer. We have to correlate it with the from the that chapter, reproduction chapter as well, right? So okay, 26. Fruit color in the squares is example of
Recessive metastatic. I'm confused between recessive and dominant. I'm not sure.
dominant. Dominant is the answer. Dominant is it, the color formation only takes place in dominant one, right?
Yes.
By the way, squares is not there. I think it's not there in NCERT. A man whose father was colorblind marries with a woman. Now you can understand how many questions are there, like from the pedigree. How many questions are there from the pedigree? How many questions are there from the these disease, right? You can
Yes.
see right by this way, and then the weightage is of linkage, right? So you have to take the idea from where they are picking the question. A man whose father was colorblind marries with a woman who have colorblind mother. A man whose father was colorblind means he is not colorblind, right? A woman who had a colorblind mother means he is carrier. A normal father was percentage. What percentage of the male children and the couple will be colorblind? You have to make the cross. Please make the cross. I have given you hint. Explain the question as well.
So is it option C?
Option will be C. Correct. Correct. Very good. Very good. 28. A human female with the Turner syndrome. It's directly from NCERT this question.
Option A. It's like 45 chromosomes with X.
Option A. Correct. Very good. 29. Alan is not at all participating in this discussion. Not at all participating in this discussion. I don't know why, Alan. You can message me as well.
So it's option A.
Option A.
Yeah, it is a dominant disease. Like that's false.
Select the incorrect decision with regard to the hemophilia. That's dominant disease. Hemophilia, dominant. This is on X gene. It is not dominant. It's a recessive. Homozygous recessive. But the most correct answer will be it is sex-linked inheritance, sex-linked disease. It is found on X chromosome. Clear? Hemophilia.
Yes, sir.
So this is sex-linked disease, right?
Okay.
It's same like this one, color blindness. Same like color blindness. Follow the same pattern and have same characteristic. It is sex-linked recessive disease, right? 30, 38. Okay, just a minute. It's not visible. No, it's visible. Tell me. Which of the following cannot be detected?
Jaundice.
Jaundice. Okay. Which of the following? Right. Jaundice cannot be. Why?
It's because
Why?
like the in that there will be this fluid, right? What's something like amniotic fluid.
Right,
So
right.
that yeah, so with that we can test like if the fetus is Down syndrome, like Grenfell syndrome or sex of the fetus. But I think jaundice cannot be tested with that.
Because jaundice appear after the birth. When
Yes.
during the at the last month, what happened? Sometime, not always. Sometime transfusion of the blood do not takes place from the mother to fetus with the help of placenta. It do not take place generally. Sometime during the birth time, at the time of the birth and just before the birth, transfusion of the blood takes place with the help through the placenta. That's why the jaundice takes place. Right.
Okay.
Very good. If the parents are carrier for thalassemia, which is an autosomal recessive disorder, what are the chances of pregnancy resulting in an affected child? If both parents are carrier for thalassemia. Sorry. If both parents come on. Autosomal recessive disease. Ramana. If it is
Yes.
autosomal recessive, right? Suppose that this is autosomal recessive disease. Then what will happen? Both parents are carrier. Means when the disease will be caused when a person is when a person is like this way. When a person is homozygous, right? This will be diseased person. Clear? This will be carrier. Clear or not clear?
Yes.
Right? Because this is the homozygous recessive disease. Recessive disease always appear when it is at homozygous status. Right? So it is saying that parents are carrier. So let's say this is male, right? Or this is father. Let's say this is the father. It is carrier, right? This is mother, which is also carrier, right? So what will happen? Thalassemia can be caused only at this stage. What will be the rest? This will be carrier, right? This will be carrier. This will be disease one, right? F0, MT. This will be carrier. F0, M0, normal, normal. So how? What is the chances of disease? Yes, ma'am. 25%
25.
now.
Yes.
Yeah. What is the answer? The answer will be 25%. Clear? Clear or not?
Yes.
Okay. Come to the next 32. If a two-person with AB blood group marry and have sufficiently large number of the children, these children could be classified into blood group A, AB blood group, B blood group in 1:2:1 ratio. Modern technique for the protein electrophoresis reveals that presence of both A and B phenotype protein in AB group of the individual. This is an example of partial dominance, complete dominance, codominance, and complete dominance.
Codominant.
Very good. It's a codominance. Simple. Example of codominance. AB blood group itself is example of codominance. Sorry. 33. Which idea is depicted by cross with the cross which the F1 generation resembles with both of the parents? Come on. F1 monohybrid.
Codominant.
No, 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 no. Look, again, read the question. F1 generation resemble both of the parent. Sorry. F1 generation resemble the right. Codominance will B will be the answer. B is the answer. 34. Which one is incorrect statement with regard to the importance of pedigree analysis? It confirms that DNA is the carrier of genetic information. It helps to understand whether the trait or question is dominant or recessive. It confers that the trait linked to one autosomal. It helps to trace inheritance of a specific trait. Which of the following is incorrect? Come on. Very simple. 34. Very simple. In Mendelian genetics, we do not know about the DNA.
Yeah, so option A.
Leave the DNA. Even meiosis, mitosis was not there during Mendelian time, right? In Mendelian genetic, We don't have any idea about it. We do not incorporate meiosis, mitosis. Keep apart the gene, right? So DNA was not discovered at that time. So DNA was not there, right? Okay. Down syndrome in humans is due to,
3 copies of chromosome 21.
yeah, we have 21 chromosome trisomy, right? A normal vision man whose father was colorblind marries a woman whose father also colorblind. Very good. So his father was colorblind, marries with a woman whose father was also colorblind. They have their first child as a daughter. What are the chances that that would be colorblind?